becoming a CPA. That is a very coveted thing to attain at this early age. We wish you success in all your future endeavors. Welcome Miss Radha. She is a CA as we have been. She is a consultant with Grant Thornton. It is a consultancy firm
Yes, sir.
and a
Grant
global
Thornton Hardy.
consultancy firm
Yeah.
in the governance, risk management, and the compliance advisory. These are the areas which you look after.
Yes, yes,
And
he does.
yes, we have PGDM students of 24, 26 batch. They have starting, and it is our endeavor to get them acquainted and speak to the industry people, those who are already into they share the industry people, they share what do they do, what are their journey so far, and what are the feel like how they
Yeah.
achieved their career at this stage, and what their advice is related to what they should do in their respective career to make it better and fulfilling career thereafter.
Yeah.
And we welcome
Yeah.
you, and I will not take much of your time. And I'll leave this stage open for you to interact with the students the way you wish to, and what are the guidance you can provide to them on the related areas of excellence where they can excel, and how the PGDM doing a postgraduate diploma in the management will help them in their respective careers, and what are the areas of the excellence they can achieve, and how they can pursue their respective careers. Thank you. I leave
Yeah.
this platform for you. This is open. Ms. Radha, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for introducing. And my name is Radha, and I'm a recently qualified chartered accountant. Working with Grant Thornton Bharat. Grant Thornton Bharat is India's top 5 CA firm. I'm working in the field of risk advisory, working since last 3+ years with Grant Thornton, and has been a great journey till now. So I'll just share my screen and start with the topic. Allow me a moment. Let me know everyone if my screen is visible. Are
Some
you guys able to see my
speaker
screen?
is on for one of the participant other than the speaker. If it is so, then please mute your speakers so that we can have the presentation without an interference.
Yeah.
Yes, your screen is visible, but
In
have you
fact,
shared anything?
I haven't. I was
Yeah.
just willing to interact with the people before starting my presentation.
Okay, okay, okay. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just asking everyone if you can share your area of interest before starting the topic. As the topic is quite technical, I wanted to move towards the area of interest. Anyone wanted to unmute themselves and wanted to, you know, tell us about the area of interest? Don't make it a boring or a one-way conversation. I wanted to make it a quite interactive or a two-way conversation with everyone. None wanted to share their area of interest. Area of interest in the sense anything you wanted to pursue your career in the marketing, management, finance, accounts, audit, anything that you like to do or want to get into. Okay, no one want to share their experience. Okay, fine. Let me just move to the presentation. So the topic we had today is the trend of financial world and the future of economics. The trend of financial world and the future of economics. The topic itself says three terms that is actually focusing on the trend, the financial world, and the economics. The trend is actually means the change that are happening in the financial world, And financial sector, we already know that everything that is related to investment, spending, or I should say related to the economic investment, the capital investment is included in financial sector. Economic is everything related to the products, services that we are offering, the infrastructure, the technology, the communication, the overall that increases that economy basically describes the economy of a country, the state of economy. So I don't know how many of you are listening to me and participating. It's getting quite one-way conversation. Um, how many participants are there? And so many people are there. Okay, let me just help you understand what are the financial sector are, or what are the changes that are happening in the financial trend. So, from crypto to AI, the world of finance is changing faster than ever. If you see in the last 2 3 years, the changes, so many changes are happening around the world. The cryptocurrencies have been introduced. AI is nothing but the artificial intelligence, the automation in the software system. The everything is nowadays based on automation, right? The financial sector includes financial institutions, financial instrument, regulatory bodies, financial services, financial market, and payment system. So, what I'm trying to help you understand is before we move ahead to the changes in the financial trend, we should understand what is financial sector is, so that we can understand how these sectors are changing and impacting the economy overall. So the changes, the financial sector is basically the institutions, the instruments, the regulatory bodies. Regulatory body in the sense the RBI, SEBI, IRDAI, that is regulating the monetary or the investment and other instruments. Financial services, financial market, and payment system. I'll help you understand each of these terms before we move ahead to the topic. So the financial institution. Have you ever, visited to a bank? Like I am not able to get any response from anyone. Have you ever visited to a bank? What are services that you feel you are taking
Yes,
from a bank? You can. Yeah.
yes, ma'am.
Hi Nitesh.
Hello, ma'am.
So have you ever visited to a bank? Hello.
Yes,
कभी
ma'am.
बैंक गए हैं आप लोग?
Very often. Yes, ma'am.
Very often. How's your experience? What you feel they are offering, and have you ever felt like कि बैंक मतलब कैसी सर्विसेज दे रहा है, या कैसे आपको प्रॉब्लम्स होती है, या आपको कुछ इम्प्रूवमेंट या चेंज कभी फील हुआ है बैंक में तब से लेके अब तक, क्योंकि काफ़ी टाइम से हम
Yes,
लोग बैंक
ma'am.
से जुड़े हुए हैं.
काफी चेंजेस है अगर
तो
बेसिक
व्हाट आर
जैसे
सर्विस?
पासपोर्ट प्रिंटिंग होती थी पहले एक वहाँ पे एक एग्जीक्यूटिव आपकी पासपोर्ट प्रिंट करता था। अब उसके लिए मशीन्स हैं बैंक में, एटीएम्स में, which saves a lot of time and effort.
एग्जैक्टली.
Yes, ma'am.
एग्जैक्टली. These are the things that we are talking about, the trends, the changes that are happening in the sector. So I was talking about the financial institutions. Financial institution is nothing but a company that is engaged in business of dealing with financial and monetary transactions such as deposit, loan, investment, and currency exchanges. So the deposit, loan, investment, and currency exchanges are basically financial instruments. So the companies that are engaged in dealing with these things are termed as financial institutions. Financial institutions include central bank, retail and commercial banks, investment banks, insurance companies, brokerage firms. Have you ever heard of the term investment bank? Any of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Investment banking, these are really popular terms. So क्या एक्सपीरियंस किया है क्या समझ आता है इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंक से? आरल?
investment banking, like
Vishesh, there are so many people.
FDs, FDs or etc. or other things.
मेरे को समझ नहीं आई आपकी बात. Can you repeat that again? इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंक्स का नाम तो सुना ही होगा. गोल्डमैन सैक्स या फिर आपकी क्रेडिट स्विस है, HSBC बैंक्स हैं. दीज आर द इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंक्स दैट आर देयर इन इंडिया. They generally provide portfolio management services, consultancy related to the investment. So the next is insurance company and brokerage firm. Brokerage firms are nothing but the intermediaries that help us facilitate these transactions such as deposit, loan, investment, and currency exchange. These were the financial institutions. The next is financial instrument. Instruments are assets that can be traded or that can be seen as packages of capital that can be traded. So the term that is emphasized here is traded. जब हम फाइनेंशियल इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स की बात करते हैं तो हम बात करते हैं उन एसेट्स की जिनको हम ट्रेड कर सकते हैं, उनको परचेज सेल कर सकते हैं. Like the major types of financial instruments includes equity instrument, debt instrument, derivative, foreign exchange instruments, money market instrument. Equity, debt, derivative. Have you ever heard of these terms? Equity, debt, derivative, index fund, mutual fund. Have you ever? No one is participating. Give me a second. Hello. Are you guys really listening to me? Arun, you can unmute yourself and speak up. I have no issue. I want you guys to participate in the conversation.
Yes, ma'am. You have heard of
You
it?
can
Well, I have heard of it, but since I'm from a BTech background,
never
I
traded in.
don't know the proper definition. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I am not asking for a definition. I'm just asking if you guys have
Okay.
heard these terms. Have you ever invested in equity market, mutual fund, or like
Yes, ma'am.
index
I
fund
have
and all?
invested in
You have. Great. So I was saying that these terms, these instruments are basically called as financial instruments. जिसको आप क्या कर सकते हैं, trade कर सकते हैं, sell and buy कर सकते हैं. These are generally used to own, trading or investment purpose for a long term investment. People used to go for equity or mutual funds. Let me move ahead. Regulatory bodies. I was saying that the regulatory bodies are basically here the bodies that regulate the finance sector. It includes Reserve Bank of India, Stock Exchange Board of India, Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India. So the Reserve Bank of India basically monitors the monetary instruments such as treasury bills, government securities. In fact, RBI regulates everything, including investment of the instrument that we have understood in the previous slide. The SEBI, the Stock Exchange Board of India, regulates the stock exchange market. The You guys might have understood or heard NSE, BSE, National Stock Exchange, and Bombay Stock Exchange. Have you guys?
yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And why other people aren't? Hi, Kanan. So, hey, when did you heard this term, the NSE and PSE, and what do you understand by the term NSE? Kanan?
Ma'am, I have invested in Angel One, and then I get to know about the NSB. And
Hmm. Exactly. Angel One, or the Zerodha and Upstock. These are the brokers that help us facilitate the exchange, the trade, and the brokers generally help us facilitate the exchange to the NSE and DSE websites. So we are trading or we are selling or buying the shares or stocks on NSE BSE only, right? Angel One is just a broker. So an IRDAI, insurance companies. Have you heard about insurance companies? Why do you think insurance company is a financial instrument? Why do you feel insurance company is included here? Guess भी कर सकते हैं. You don't need to give a definition or an exact answer. You can just participate, unmute, and tell us if you know anything about it. You can write it in the chat box too. Fancy message. Information. Okay. Fine. I was saying insurance companies are included here because people used to take insurance premium and get the benefit out of it. When you take the insurance premium for life or for medical, what you get? The claim, right? That is also included in. That is also included in the financial sector. It's a way of financing your medical expense, way of financing your any accident or claims, right? So these are also included in financial instruments. Let me move ahead to financial market. Yes. Financial market is the marketplace where the trading of securities occurs, including the stock market, bond market, forex, and derivative market, etc. So basically, financial market is the place where you exchange your stock, bond, forex, and derivative. Financial market includes capital market. Capital market includes primary and secondary. When we say capital market includes equity, preference, debenture, primary and secondary. When we say primary, it means the IPO, the initial public offer that the company issues. When we say secondary market includes the stocks, the shares, the debentures, preference, where these are traded secondly. Once the company issued the IPO, after that, the person, those who are having the share, can trade it over secondary market. Secondary market includes BSE and NSE. BSE is basically Bombay Stock Exchange. NSE is basically National Stock Exchange. When I say money market are basically the treasury bills, commercial bills. Treasury bills are basically issued by RBI for 90 days, 180 days, 360 days. Commercial bills are issued by the companies for short term liquidity financing, right? Have you ever invested in stock market or thinking of investing in stock market? You can write it in the chat box if you have
Actually,
invested
invest.
or you are investing.
Yes, ma'am. I invest in stock market regularly.
You invest. So you are a trader or a investor or both? मैं एक बार
Trader, ma'am.
differentiate कर
Trader.
देती हूँ trader और investment में. Traders are those who used to buy and sell at the same time. When I
Yes, ma'am.
say
Yes, ma'am.
investor, it means when you used to buy it and keep it, hold it for a longer duration and invest it for a investment purpose. So only RM have invested so far. You guys are doing PGDM and not heard about these terms. Quite strange. अगर आप लोगों ने इन्वेस्ट नहीं किया है अभी तक तो आई वुड लाइक टू हेल्प यू अंडरस्टैंड कि जो स्टॉक मार्केट है उसमें इन्वेस्ट करना कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है. इफ़ यू आई डोंट नो व्हाई पीपल आर नॉट इन्वेस्टिंग दीज डेज. बीइंग अ चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट फॉर मी, I feel investment is a great opportunity to earn money on your savings. Of course, there are risks, there are chances of getting your money faded, but still there are a lot of options available where you can invest. For example, government securities, bonds, treasury bills, commercial bills. These are the securities where risk is minimum. However, the return is quite higher than the saving bank account. So I feel those who are not investing or not invested till now, please have an understanding of these terms and try to start invest your extra savings that you are not utilizing, right? May I know why you guys are not investing? I'll just take out my Santosh. Who is Santosh? Santosh, can you unmute yourself? Why people are scared of unmuting and chalo, let's move ahead. Financial services. Financial services include banking services, investment houses, lender services, real estate broker, finance companies, etc. When we say financial services includes everything: the deposit, the loan, the credit facilities you used to take, the investment you used to do, lender services. I said real estate services as well. When am I? Yeah, here. Real estate brokers are basically those who help us facilitate investing in real estate. For example, if I want to invest in a property, I'll go through a real estate broker. And when we talk about real estate broker, these are the registered brokers, registered with the, I forgot the name of that regulatory body. Real estate, yeah, the finance companies, etc. I don't know. I don't think people know about these whatever investment houses. Investment houses are nothing but again the investment companies that help us facilitate the investment. These are also provides investment services that are included in financial services. Okay, so we have understood the term financial sector, right? So far we were discussing on the financial sectors type or how people could invest through the financial world, how we can get our monies parked in these sectors, in the regulatory bodies as well. Before we invest anywhere, I would suggest please have an understanding of the regulatory body that regulating that sector, so that you can ensure that your monies are safe and you are investing it for a longer duration. Yeah. Let me just go through the next slide and see. Let's discuss the changes in the financial sector that are happening around the world. Before I move ahead, I would like to help you understand what was the topic was. Yeah, trend of financial world and the future of economics. So we have understood the financial world. Now we are moving ahead to the trends, the changes that are happening in the financial world. Yeah. So let's discuss the changes in the financial sector that are happening around the world. First is digital and cryptocurrencies. Have you guys ever heard of these crypto? Crypto is generally used for trading or profit. Just the chat box if anyone haven't you guys heard the term crypto? Aaron, have you understood what is crypto? Have you
Yes, ma'am, only heard about it, but
Amal, Dev,
those only heard about.
yeah. Even I have never invested in cryptocurrencies. I feel crypto is less regulated these days. The government is trying to, regulate the cryptocurrencies, but haven't, implemented any regulatory body to conduct the security and saving. So I haven't invested till now in cryptocurrencies, but let's understand what are these terms are. Digital and cryptocurrencies. A cryptocurrency is a digital currency designed to work as a medium of exchange through a computer network or online system. When I say cryptocurrency, it's a digital currency. It's a type of currency that are used as a medium of exchange in the same way that we are using the currencies, the notes, the national currency, right? The rupees. So cryptocurrencies are introduced in the same way. It's just that it deals with a computer network, not a banking channel, right? Cryptocurrencies does not rely on bank to verify the transactions. Cryptocurrencies payment exist purely as digital entries to an online database. When I say cryptocurrency, it means we are relying on the digital entries, the online database, and the cryptocurrencies does not involve bank in any platform. Like when I don't know you guys have any idea of these terms, but cryptocurrencies, how does it work? When you trade in cryptocurrencies, it is same like a stock. You guys go to that platform, uh, purchase the cryptocurrencies, and an entry, a digital entry is generated in the database that you have purchases n number of units at this price, and you can keep that and sell that at the same platform. So there is no interference by bank or a regulatory body as of now. Cryptocurrencies don't have a central issuing or regulating authority, instead using a decentralized system to record transactions and issue new units. As I said, it is not regulated. That's why it's a decentralized system to record transaction. When I say record transaction, a digital entry is getting generated when you purchase a unit, right? So that's why they are saying that it's a decentralized system, right? And issuing new securities in the sense whenever you purchase, the system generated securities are getting issued. Cryptocurrencies are worth what people are willing to pay for them in the market. When I say cryptocurrency, it is nothing but the word that people are willing to pay. When I say national currency, the rupees, the worth of rupees is already defined by the national authority, right? The government. For example, 1 lakh in my bank account is what? 1 lakh. But cryptocurrency's worth is what people are willing to pay. The facilitation the facilitation with these currencies appears to have more speculative buying crypto to make profit. When I say cryptocurrencies, people used to think about speculation. Speculation in the sense you are buying it for earning profit, not for making payment. But the if I think about the cryptocurrencies purpose, the government has introduced cryptocurrencies to help us provide a new way of making payment, or a new way to shift from a traditional payment method, right? But what we are doing is we are not using it for a payment um, settlement transaction, right? So when I think of cryptocurrencies, have you ever, you have not even heard the term, I'll just say that whenever we make a payment, have we ever thought of doing a payment with a cryptocurrency till now? आई डोंट थिंक सो। मतलब कभी आप ऑटो रिक्शा में गए, आपने उसको पैसा ना देके बोला हो भैया चेंज दें ये क्रिप्टो करेंसी ले लो, ऐसा हुआ है कभी? नहीं हुआ। बट द गवर्नमेंट इज ट्राइंग टू डू दिस,
No, ma'am.
but not we are doing exactly we are not even thinking of making payments through cryptocurrencies, but the government purpose
मैम बट
behind
जब तक एक
issuing cryptocurrency,
रेगुलेशन बॉडी नहीं आएगी इसके लिए,
exactly,
जब तक एक रेगुलेशन बॉडी नहीं आएगी तब तक पेमेंट कैसे होगी?
नहीं पेमेंट तो होगी, बट पेमेंट आप करना नहीं चाहते क्योंकि मैं अपना पैसा क्रिप्टो में पार्क नहीं करना चाहती क्योंकि वो मुझे सेफ नहीं लगता। द रीजन बिहाइंड इट इज नॉट रेगुलेटेड सेंट्रली, डिसेंट्रली इट इज रेगुलेटेड।
Yes.
अभी रिसेंटली गवर्नमेंट ने क्रिप्टो करेंसीज की इनकम पे 30% का टैक्स लगाया है। क्यों? क्योंकि जो लोग हैं इसको जो
Yes,
इसका
ma'am.
मेन पर्पस है उससे डेविएट कर रहे हैं। It is using they are using it for speculation instead of making payment. बट लगता है कि कोई क्रिप्टो करेंसी एक्सेप्ट करेगा किसी पेमेंट के अगेंस्ट? एज ऑफ नाउ अभी तक तो नहीं लगता मुझे कि
Ab-
कोई मेरे से किसी सर्विस के अगेंस्ट क्रिप्टो करेंसी ले ले। राइट?
Yes, ma'am.
This is what I was trying to help you understand the changes that are happening around the world related to cryptocurrencies. But I feel the cryptocurrency will going to regularize soon and will be able to make payment and park monies into crypto soon. So none have traded in cryptocurrency yet, including you, me too.
No, ma'am.
Right? The next is artificial intelligence. So we have heard the term cryptocurrencies, and the next is artificial intelligence. When we talk about artificial intelligence, it means digitalization, right? AI is a set of technologies that enable computers to perform a variety of advanced functions, including the ability to see, understand, and translate spoken and written language, analyze data, make recommendations, and more. So, what artificial intelligence is doing, artificial intelligence have the ability to read, understand, and perform those tasks. So, how artificial intelligence is uh, working these days? I have actually recently I was doing an audit of e-commerce operator, and the process was supply chain management. For example, Amazon ले लेते हैं. Amazon में uh, there is a process when a customer makes an order, that order gets placed to a particular seller, right? Right? Have you ever made a purchase from an Amazon, Flipkart, or any e-commerce operator?
Yes, ma'am.
Just Nitish and none. There are a
हाँ
lot
जी
of
मैम, हाँ
people in
जी.
this section, but no one is. Yeah. So I was just saying that I had done an audit of e-commerce operator. What I saw and what I noticed that everything that is there in the process is automated. So I'll help you understand what was the process. When you make an order, the customer makes an order, it automatically flows to the seller. When the seller packs the product and make it ready, it automatically flows to the courier partner that the product is ready, and the courier partner picks the order and automatically updates on the system that the product is picked up by the courier partner and delivered to the customer. The entire process was automated, everything. So what I am trying to say is that the artificial intelligence is taking the place here. Everything, every process, every entity is trying to move toward automation. Every process they are trying to make it automated, right? So have you understood the term artificial intelligence? So how artificial intelligence
Yes, ma'am.
works? So I was saying how artificial intelligence works. uh, what we used to do is to we have to make algorithms or logs defined in the computer softwares. So customized softwares are customized and according to the need and requirement of the entities. The entire process is defined in the system, and that's why the system automatically in the background runs that logics and performs the checks or the whatever the process requires. Have you ever used chat gpt? आई थिंक ये तो सबने यूज किया होगा,
Google Gemini is
राइट?
better than ChatGPT, I guess.
हाँ, एग्जैक्टली. तो chat gpt is also artificial intelligence, right? what they are doing is we are requesting anything and they are processing that in a second. So this is also an example of artificial intelligence. AI is not a system, but it is implemented in the system. As I said, we have to put algorithms, logics defined in the system, and once you once you build those logics in the system performs those checks and give you the required information. So it is implemented in the system. Growing use of AI is influencing economic shift toward increased automation, data-driven decision making. System is taking the decision basis the logic defined in the system, as I said, and integration of AI into various economic sectors, impacting job market, healthcare, education, etc. तो what I'm saying is that increasing use of AI क्या कर रहा है, ये आपको शिफ्ट कर रहा है जो आपका नॉर्मल जो जो अभी हम ह्यूमन परफॉर्म करता है उसको शिफ्ट कर रहा है ऑटोमेशन में. एंड डेटा ड्रिवन डिसीजन मेकिंग इन द सेंस द डिसीजन द सिस्टम इज automatically taking this decision basis the algorithm, the logics defined in the system. So every decision, अब जब मैं बोलती हूँ अमेजन कोई प्रोडक्ट अवेलेबल करता है आपके डेस्कटॉप पे, आपको दिखता है कि ये प्रोडक्ट अवेलेबल है, आप उसको जाकर के बाय करते हैं तो वो जो ऑर्डर है वो प्लेस होता है किसी सेलर के पास जाके, राइट. तो ये जो डिसीजन है कि सेलर के पास जाना है, वो क्या कोई इंडिविजुअल ले रहा है? नहीं, वो सिस्टम परफॉर्म कर रहा है. इट इज ऑटोमेटेड इन द सिस्टम. द लॉजिक्स आर ऑलरेडी डिफाइंड इन द सिस्टम, राइट. So one thing that I wanted to help you understand the impact of AI on economy. That is very important here. What do you feel? Artificial intelligence will going to help you sustain in the long term. See, India is a labor-intensive country, and we have labor force. Can artificial intelligence replace the work of laborers? Of course, it will help us improve the financial sector. People are leaving the call. But what do you feel the impact on economy would be? क्या आपको ऐसा नहीं लगता कि आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस विल टेक आउट द जॉब?
No,
ma'am,
ma'am.
but it
It
may
will go
create
out
new jobs as well.
But the number of jobs it
because
will create, don't you think will be a lower than what they have?
Yes, ma'am, for sure. Yes, ma'am.
So it will going to impact the employment, right? The number of employment that are there in the market. So
Yes, ma'am.
I personally feel that the AI will going to impact harder India. And I don't think the AI will going to sustain longer in India. We have to take some alternate decisions and use both labor and AI simultaneously. Let me move ahead and mobile banking is in another. Let's see the change that are happening in mobile banking. Mobile banking provided by a bank that allows its customer to conduct financial transactions remotely using a mobile device. We know what is mobile banking, right? You have a mobile device that you can use to conduct any transaction. You can deposit, you can withdraw, you can take credit facilities, etc. from your mobile app. From the bank's point of view, mobile banking reduces the cost of handling transaction by reducing the need for customer to visit a bank branch for cash withdrawal, deposit transaction, credit facilities, etc. So the mobile banking facility is basically the cash withdrawal, deposit, credit facilities, etc. that are provided by the banks via mobile banking app. One thing that are growing in the world, which is cybercrime. Cybercrime may affect mobile banking, might range from unauthorized use to remote hacking or even jamming or interfering via the internet or telephone network, etc. Have you ever experienced unauthorized use or hacking? Have you ever experienced? Huh? So I was
Yes,
saying
ma'am.
that mobile banking sector, if you have, what has happened, Al?
Incident happened with me when I gave OTP to a person, but then I
Yeah,
went to back instantly and blocked my account, and I was saved. My money was saved.
this is what the challenge here is. The mobile banking sector is currently facing the challenge of cyber crime that are happening. Right. The next is sustainable investing trend. When we talk about sustainability, we talk about ESG. ESG is nothing but environmental, social, and governance. As sustainability becomes a priority, investors are increasingly focusing on ESG. ESG is how the product and services contribute to sustainable environment. This shift not only drives capital toward responsible companies but also influence corporate strategies and economic growth. When we do invest in any company in the equity, capital, or a preference or debenture or bond, whenever we make any investment, we should check these terms, ESG contribution that the companies are doing, whether they are making effort toward better or sustainable growth of the country or not. So these are the terms that are getting focused these days. What does environment and social governance means? Environment means the climate, renewable energy, pollution, waste management, etc. Social means human rights, health and safety, data privacy, etc. Governance is risk mitigation, anti-bribery, corruption, accountability, decision making, etc. So these are the terms that we should look into before investing in any company. The role of fintech. When I say fintech is nothing but financial technology. It's a new tech that seeks to improve and automate the delivery and use of financial services. So, why fintech? Fintech, financial technology basically help us get a better economy, cost-effective alternative, transparency and compliance, helps in enhancing business growth, innovation, payment system, leading and investment platforms are enhancing accessibility and efficiency. However, the rapid growth of fintech also presents challenge in regulatory and security. If you could, have you ever heard about fintech, financial technology? No, right? Financial technology is basically the
Yes, ma'am.
technologies that are getting used in the financial sector. Great. So these are the technology that are getting used in the financial sector for better experience, the seller, the customer experience. Have you ever heard that there was a time when the companies used to issue share certificates, physical share certificates? In 2000, 1999, 1998, the company used to issue um, share certificate, physical share certificate. But now these days, everything is available on your email, right? These are the role of fintech in the financial sector, innovation payment system leading in challenges. When I say challenges in regulatory and security, of course, when there is a new technology introduced, there is a risk of new uh, new challenge, that is security related issues can be there or other challenges might be faced by the entity, right? Changing customer behavior. With the time, customer behavior is also getting changed, is evolving with the rise of digital finance. People are increasingly seeking convenience and personalized experience. Understanding these changes is essential for business to adapt their strategies and meet the demands of a more informed and tech-savvy customer base. What the term actually says, changing customer behavior is, what I'm saying is there, saying here is the customer is seeking convenience and personalized experience. क्या हम किसी भी चीज़ के लिए बैंक ब्रांच जाना पसंद करते हैं? नहीं पसंद करते। हमें लगता है कि सब कुछ ऑनलाइन हो जाए। दिस इज़ व्हाट द टर्म इज़ एक्चुअली सेइंग, that we are seeking convenience, more personalized, everything at doorstep, right?
Yes, ma'am.
The customer The customer seeking convenience and personalized experience. What the third line is saying is that the businesses have to adapt these changes, understand what the customer is actually needing, and they have to react or make their strategies accordingly so that they can, accept and grow in this changing environment. The next is regulatory challenges ahead. As financial innovations emerge, regulatory framework struggles to keep pace. At one side, the financial sector, the technology is taking its pace, but at the other side, do you really think that the regulatory sector is growing at the same pace? No. That's why we are facing these challenges, the security and safety related challenges, right? The regulatory sector is not that grown as in comparison to the technology, right? So the policymaker faced the challenge of ensuring customer protection while fostering innovation. Balancing these interests is crucial for maintaining a stable financial environment and protecting the economy. So, what they are saying is before you introduce any technology, you have to ensure that the interest of the customer, interest of the investor is protected, right? Next is impact of global event. When I say global event, it includes recession, war, or the COVID, etc. Right? So these how these terms impact the economy. These events can lead to market instability, shift in consumer confidence, and change in investment pattern. Understanding these impacts is vital for future economic forecasting, right? So when I say uh, market instability or investment pattern, when there was COVID, during the COVID duration, do you feel people were investing? No. Everyone was trying to save their money and they were trying to keep the money with themselves so that they can cater the problems, right, they are getting. So what do you mean by market instability? Market instability is when there is a shift in consumer demand. Consumer is focusing on saving instead of investing or spending. It will impact the overall economy, right? The consumption will be decreased. The next is conclusion. Conclusion is nothing but we have to accept the change if we wanted to grow in this new growing economy, right? By embracing change and adapting to the new realities, businesses and individuals can better position themselves for success in an increasingly complex economic landscape. Right? So we have to accept the change to have on a better position and to get a success. That's all from my side. Thank you so much, everyone. If you have any question related to the topic or anything, you can ask me.
Ma'am, as per you, what's better to invest in, stocks or real estate?
It depends upon your capability to accept the risk.
Yeah, sure.
So if you wanted to, if you want to, if you don't want any risk, you may go for government securities, treasury bills, bonds, etc. If you want to take a little risk, you should go for a mutual fund. But if you want to take larger risk, larger return, you could go for equity or preference debentures.
Okay, ma'am.
Any more questions? Students? Anyone?
Anyone else? Yeah.
Okay, I think finance is such a thing dif- difficult to grasp very easily, and of course, time to come that students would be
Yeah.
familiar with all those terms that you have defined very painstakingly. You have taken time out from your busy schedule, and thanks for your time, Radha. And we
Thank you
wish
so much.
you associate yourself, continue to associate yourself with us in the future. Also, guide our students whenever we need help
Sure.
and assistance from you,
Sure.
your guidance. Being young, you yourself will be always share your own story, own journey, where the students can draw the inspirations from you also, because you are on the same,
Sure.
I
Yeah.
think, same page, same age group, peer group, and they can always draw the inspiration from your success stories. I request you to share all those stories in the future, wherever we will be having s-
Sure.
achieving any goal or
Sure.
summit in your future. Thank you, Radha, and
Yeah.
thanks everyone.
Thank you so
To
much.
have a
Thank you for the
great
session.
weekend, we can again reassemble. Thank you for your time and your
Thank you. Thank you.
valuables.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks. I'm
Thank you,
signing
ma'am.
off.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Signing off.